a while back I took the gas, the three-way fridge, caravan fridge, out of the van and put a standard larder fridge in there. And actually it was a lot lighter than that one. Was just asked the question in the comments, what am I going to do now that's all over with? Can't finish it because I ain't got the paint. Well, the answer to the question is, took the fridge out of the three-way fridge. I took that out a while back. That was a video I did a while ago. Let me shut the door, hang on, because the travellers are out there and they are still mixing, travelling backwards and forwards, working on bloody cars out there. Right, I took the three-way fridge out of there. Right, well, it's still got, I don't know whether you can see it right at the very back, it's still got the extractor fans to take the heat away from the gas and whatever when it was in there. It doesn't fit the unit. I still got 2 inches there. It's up tight against that side, and I've got 2 inches there. So I'm going to centralize it, put it in the middle, put some more insulation up the side of it, because the more insulation you got around the fridge, the better it is. Only on the sides though. I'm going to centralize it, and I'm going to channel it across the back, as though put something across the back of it to stop the heat coming back out over the top and into the van. I'm going to put a ventilator. I got a small grid that I'm going to put in there that slides, as though you can either have the heat coming in the van, because there's no toxic fumes coming off a standard house fridge, obviously, and I'm going to put a small vent there with a slider on it. I'll show you the slider when I go back in, as though I can have the heat in the winter coming up into the van, which is, you know, just a bonus, or during the summer, those well, they're not, they're computer fans, they will extract the heat outside. Then I'm going to put a drawer in the slot. It's only going to be a sort of a 4-inch deep drawer. 4 inches is deep enough, just to utilize that extra space. So that will make, well, I can't really make the cupboard any lower because of I took the insulation out of there and boxed it all in around the outside of it to put the extractors in and the vent. So it'll take the air from underneath the fridge. There is about 3/4 of an inch. Well, I can put my fingers in there and rattle them around anyway. So that's what I'm going to do next. Back out in the yard. Saved you the boredom of me cutting it up on camera. So got the front and the back, and that's the front and the back. That's the 2 sides. I've done all the allowances for the drawer runners, etc. Cut a piece of ply to go on the drawer bottom. I'm using ordinary, was it 15mm ply and 4mm on the bottom, 3mm, I don't know. I got a decent piece to do a drawer front when I finish that. So it's a matter of gluing it up now. I'm not talking because I don't want to drain that bird out. There's a little holly tree next door and they're nested in there. Go. I've plenty of glue squidge out. let it run in there. Right. I'm putting 3 panel pins each end. 3 is absolutely plenty. And loads. I find this bloody Gorilla Glue is good stuff, and it don't take long to go tacky either. They're all nice and flush. Check. And I do like only to run my finger down it and leave the glue in the corners. Leave the glue in there, because when it sets it seals it on, you know, it's just that extra bit of bondage. Right now, in theory, that we glue straight on the top and be exact on the measurements. Yes. And remember, your drawer will only be as square as the bottom, because you're going to get all those level and squared off. Like there's a bit of overhang there, then I'll move the drawer to fit. So you don't need to keep it in the square clamps. So I'm going to stick a couple of pins either corner, just tack it so I don't keep dropping the nails. One in each corner. Right, tip those back in the box. Put that to the one side, and then all I'm going to do is just run around the drawer with the glue. Plenty of it. There. Right. Now you get it somewhere near. Right. Now I'm going to get this edge square and flush all the way around. All the way along, I should say. Right. Now, drive the panel pins into it. And then, I don't know whether you can see on the camera, but well, this one's pretty good. Right, I've just slid it over now to make it meet all the way down that side. Just drive those two of them. Now all the rest should be somewhere here. Yep, it's all this size flush. I want to move that panel pin over a tad because I've got a little bit to come off the edge of there. There you go. Last one. Sorted. Right, I got the fridge out. It's on the side, front seat, cushions at the back there. Got the top off the fridge unit. Easier to work with it off, and that's the back rest. You can see where it's come to, and there's the old gas supply that was for it. Just connected them together, took the T-piece out and put the straight through in its place. So anyway, mark the base where the insulation is going to go, because I shall put a small amount of insulation up either side. I haven't sorted in the shed to get that out yet, and then that'll give it that through flow up underneath, up the back, either out through the side of the van when I turn the extractor on. I'll just show fridge. There you go, that's them running. That's those running. So they'll take any heat away. That's in the back of the van in the hot weather. Keep the fridge cool. Got several power supplies here. Yeah, that's the power supply for the fans, and it used to be, that's why it's up there, used to be the power supply for the 12 volt side of the fridge as well. Those are going up because I got a conduit all the way up the side there. I've just opened it up. All my wires are inside the conduit. I chose black conduit as well, so it doesn't stand out like a white one. So now is all I got to do is I've just marked the side on there, and just put some screws in there, because that'll be for the drawer runners. But I've discovered I've got to trim that one down because of the extra surface for the worktop. So I've only got to run it down a bit, and I'm not getting the saw out, the table saw out, just to run 14-inch piece of wood off. So that's what I got to do there. There you go. The drawers in. Now I just got to make a front to go on it. Got the wood out. I fetched the wood out with me just to measure it, and I'll cut it in the. But I can't measure and cut that until the fridge is back in. So, which I was just about to do. I put the top back on, just purely to keep things square. So at least that's another drawer. I got to put someone on the front so I can pull on it. I'll just put a screw in there for now. So at least that's working all right. I'll put the one screw in a bit further because he's catching there. That'll do me. At least this video is going to be nice and short for a change. Right, got it all back together. Fridge is back in there. I've put, well, as you can see by all the little balls everywhere, look, I've just put polystyrene down that side. I put foam down that side. Scratched the front of the door to hell. Put that back in. Get the drawer in and working. No catching now because I screwed the screw in properly. So now is what I'm doing. Just about to do is fetch a piece of wood out with me, but it's not bloody long enough, because if I put it where I want it, which is going to be there, if I put it where I want it is there, right, it ain't bloody long enough. So I gotta go and get another piece now, and the grain on that piece down there goes wrong. I want it up, the grain upright, that goes crossways. There's the grain on those drawers go upright, grain on those drawers go upright, so it's only right that this one's got to be upright as well. I just use the Hoover, because in this van, I don't know whether you can read that, that one's the inverter, that one's shore power. Inverter, shore power, that one's inverter, and the one at the very back is shore power. So you know, I don't have to keep swapping, you know, I can't afford one of those changeover units, those switch over units, you know, when you plug into the shore it turns the inverter over to shore power. I can't afford one of those, so I thought it's got to be the next best thing, just to have a double ring main. Just means I had to run 2 wires, but anyway, that's in. That's the thermometer for inside the fridge. Well, because I've had the fridge open all day. It's 15.8. It's not plugged in. I am plugged in for now. So make the front for that, then I'll take it in and varnish it up. So, because even if I went to the inside of that timber, it's still long enough to reach over that side. You know, it's just what, 1.5 inches too bloody short that way, or 2.5 inches that way. I wanted to go some side to side. I don't know, the bottom drawers don't. I'll just go and get another piece of wood and I'll suss it out in a minute. Right, I'm calling that a wrap. The top's back on, sides are in, fridge is in, opening and closing. Oh, I haven't got that sawdust out of there. I've still got a bit of tape on there at the moment to hold it shut. But the drawer works. That works okay. That's all back in. Chuffed with that. I still got, that's my knicker drawer, and that's my junk drawer. That's where I keep all my electrical stuff in there. But these I haven't filled up yet. Well, in fact, this one I haven't got. So I've got to get some knobs. This one's got a couple of mugs in and some tea towels just to stop them rattling, and then this one's got just tea towels. And of course that one's got all the saucepans, fry pans, kettles. This one's got, I haven't put the shelf in there yet, no rush. That's just a LED roof bar light. That's all in there. I'll keep the doggy food in there as well. Just got to put the seat back cushions back on, and I've had the Hoover out. And used him off the inverter to hoover up. So that's it. I'm calling that a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. That's another little job I've done. I guess it out of the way. Still don't know whether to attempt taking that out yet. That's a video of its own. Right, that's it. It's all varnished. Oh look, there's a fly landed there already. Great. That's it. Finished again. Thanks all for standing by and watching it for me. Just gives me something to do, get me out of the way. There. Right. Thanks very much. Cheers.